My dad would he would beat up my mom, my sisters, and I guess he raped my sisters for about 10 years or so, and until I was about 11 actually. Right before that, he got caught for doing it, and um, just while he was out of the picture, even before he got arrested, like I said, he came in not too often. My mom was kind of wild. She would have a lot of parties, I guess, with the neighbors and stuff like that. There's a lot of drugs around the house, and the neighbors would all smoke pot and pills and all this good stuff everywhere. When I was matching Bob when I was 11, and once a week we'd get to see each other, and basically all the things that I guess that I should have had my father done. The things I should have done with my father, Bob basically did with me. It was just really just the quality time with him. Just everything he did with me was awesome. Just always consistent, never missed a week for years. Just always doing stuff. Bought me animals, bought me toys, bought me everything. And not just always, just so much love. You know what I mean? Just so much love. And for a guy who voluntarily did it, he didn't know me from Adam, and it just blew me away. A guy can be like that, and I always wanted to be like that afterward. I always think when I'm about to make a decision with my kids, discipline them. I'm like, really, what do you think Bob would do here? Because it's got to be right. I think everything the man does is just right. I remember we hit my mom food shopping one time, and there was an incident when there was an older lady in front of us, and she's grocery shopping, and no one was helping her bag of her food. So Bob, just the little stuff, like I said, he just hops in front of her and just starts helping her load her groceries, and it just blew me away. I'm like, he didn't have to do that. This like little stuff he does. And I'll tell you what, man, a lot of my decisions I make, I mean, I project back to my past, and he probably doesn't realize it much, but I always analyzed every little thing he did, everything, how he treated me, teaching me how to play sports, driving. I know what I wanted, and I got it from him. What I mean? I know what I was missing, and I got it all from him. And I know to this day, like when I see my kids and they come home from school, I tell them how great they are because he always told me when I did good. Even when I was doing horrible, he'd find something positive at it. And like, hey, well, you did that good, He'd always make me feel a lot better and when no one else was telling you that stuff. Just everything. Everything he talked to me about, he was always trying to put in my head just, how to be, what kind of a person to be, just, don't hang out with these people. Just teach me, constantly teach me things about God, about the way school, just the guy's the complete opposite of what I had my whole life. You know what I mean? He was just the complete opposite of everything.
And I just think it's like I would reflect back. It's like God has been so faithful to me. When I was a kid, I had a great, I didn't have that experience that he's gone through. But I always wanted. My heart was always like I want to give back to Robert like he's never had before. So it's just neat to know that God is faithful with me and faithful with him, and he brought us together. And I think that's so special. It's the fact that the Lord planned this out. He had his perfect will in this. I knew that from the start, and I always believe that, and even to this day. I just see how God's handiwork has been in through his life and my life. Like I always said, well, I can't wait to give all that I can give to Robert. But I found out, and I said this over and over, I said, Robert, you've been giving back to me. Like here, I thought I was going to be giving to you, but you have been blessing me. I'm gaining so much from him. The top 10 moments of my life was when he invited me to his wedding, and I had a chance to speak a blessing over them. And I tell you, I just looked at him and his wife and his 2 kids, and I just thought, wow, God, you knew this time would come that I could just, in front of all his friends, of all his family, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain that was going on in that room, but just to say, hey, Rob, you and we've been together for years, and we get to see just how great of a relationship that has been to get to this point that I can now bless you, that God can bless his family and his whole life, and I get to speak that, and I get to speak that in front of him and his old friends.
We're not blood, nothing, and I love him so much, because he volunteered to meet me, and it's just just a very passionate. Like I said, he just really knows how to. I've never connected like that. I've never had those emotions ever with talking to somebody, And it wasn't just for 1 year. I mean, he did it every year. I mean, decades went by, 2 decades, which was 25 years ago. And we've never ever lost contact. You know, it was a good 10 years of us being consistently together, every second. And I mean, it was like Christmas once a week for me. Man. I could not wait for Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm like, today's Bob Day. You know, today's Bob Day. Man, is he here? Is he here? I'm looking out the driveway, looking out the window. I'd wait outside the whole time just for him to pull in the driveway. You know, so excited that he was there. And never met no one like that in my life. You know, just like I was saying with the situation with the groceries. I mean, who does that? Who helps someone out like that?